Wes, we got to talking about times in history where people and governments just bowed up and said they're just flat tired of paying interest, paying debt. Can you think of some times as a historian that are parallel to what we're seeing now in the United States?
Well, Tim, the thing that comes to mind first of all is the situation in the Weimar Republic in Germany at the early part of the 20th century in its lead up, I guess, to World War II, when there were politicians in that republic that recognized the fiscal health of the republic was dire, and it was looking bad, and the spending was out of control, and the government credit was not what it should be, and we all know from the history books what happened in terms of wheelbarrows full of money that was required to buy a loaf of bread, for instance. The republic then entering a period of hyperinflation, economic collapse, which sets the political preconditions for a dictator to take over. And this has taken place before. It took place in France before that. And of course, in more modern days, we see the same sort of thing, at least threatening the future of Greece and several other European countries. What's interesting about it is that in every case, there were some people, and even a sizable contingent of the public, that knew something was going awry. They could see the cliff out there, and that they knew they were headed towards it. And yet, for whatever reason, the inability to get mobilized and elect the right voices, or the inability to bring the grievance to the right leadership for a proper decision, a decision that may have even been painful, but not nearly as painful as it would be. This inability caused them to just go over the cliff, even though it was in sight. And I fear that the American Republic is facing something similar today, where we know that the national debt is out of control. We know that our spending has gone up more than 25% just in the last 3 years. And yes, the previous administration is partly to blame, but it's gone into exponential fast forward in terms of government spending since President Barack Obama took over, and yet